I want to show you how to look at ClassIn. So if you want to download ClassIn, you could click over here and you will see here is ClassIn, your one-stop learning hybrid for hybrid and things. So you would click on this. So there you can either contact sales to speak to them, or you can just download the app. So that's what I'm not going to do it because I've already got the app on my computer. You would then create a password and you would put in your email address, and then you would be able to use ClassIn. It's a good thing to download ClassIn already onto your computer so that you've already got it. And then let me show you what happens in ClassIn. So let me just open my ClassIn app. Sorry, I'm already over here, so maybe let me show you from the beginning. So if I quit it and open it again so that I'm signing in for you, doesn't really want to quit. So I'm just going to open ClassIn here quickly. Sorry, let me just go here to my apps. And I'm going to open ClassIn. Sometimes it's a bit slow. I force to quit it and then I can reopen it again. So I'm just going to go to where my apps are. I'm going to open ClassIn. So I just wanted to show you from the sign in part, because otherwise here you can see the black icons at the bottom for ClassIn. The little box will pop up, so which has got your telephone number on the top and your password that you have chosen over there. Then you're going to just press login. I'm on the pro version, so I pay for it. If you are not on the pro version, you can get 10 free lessons a month. I think 10 free 40-minute lessons a month. That's the maximum is 40 minutes on the free version. Okay, so you get 10 of those a month, and after that you need to pay for it. So if you are going to be getting students and you're going to be using ClassIn, then you're probably going to have to use the top up. Okay, so I'm going to just look over here, and if you wanted to create a class for somebody, you could go create class here. Okay, so school is my account. Class name is test. And over here you could change your photos to whatever you want to. Let's do some balloons. I don't want to do that now. And create class. Okay, so here's my test classes over here. Okay, then you have a test option, you have a chat option. If you want to chat to someone, you can send them a message over here. This is your classroom. And over here you would add members. So here's your invitation that would come up of your invitation card that you could send to somebody, or you can invite them by your QR code, which is like that. Or if you've already got them as a ClassIn contact, you could click their name and then you could just add them. But I'm not going to really add members at the moment because I'm just showing you that this is how this works. So over here is your course. You could put, if you record any lessons, it would go in there. If you wanted to add any resources, but I don't actually really use this whole section at all. Okay, so this is the section you want, is the lessons, and you can see we've added no lessons to here. So I'm going to add a lesson. So I've got test 1, start time is, okay, let's just set it for the 4th. And I'm going to set it for 3 o'clock our time, and it's set for 25 minutes over there. You can see it. And then the teacher, And over here, you have to make sure that it says online classroom, not smart classroom. Smart classroom is if you're teaching in front of a school. It's going to allow you to do that. And over here, it's telling you that it is one teacher and one student camera, people on stage. But you can change that. If on the free version you're allowed 1 versus 3, and on the paid version you can have up to 6 students on stage at the same time. And you're able to do streaming if you wanted to do it. So I'm posting that in. And you're going to see on your left hand side it's going to tell you you have a lesson coming up in 2 hours and 42 minutes. And then you can go into it. Let me just click off of it. So go into test and you can click on your lesson and then it's going to come up over here. So you can prepare before the time for your lesson. So you can click on prepare. What I usually do is when I go into my preparation class, I turn off my camera, which is at the top over there, and my microphone is turned off. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say FaceTime. So now you can see I'm over there. So when you start your lesson, you can move yourself and your student down and use your little draw thing to make yourself nice and big on the screen. If your student does something well, you can click this trophy, which won't work now because I don't have my... Okay, it's going to not work now because I don't have a student. But if you click this trophy over there, then it's going to send them a well done for their trophy for something that they've done well. I'm going to put myself back up over there at the top. While I'm busy doing my lesson, I normally put both of us on this side, and then the lesson goes in this part of your whiteboard. Okay, so here you've got, I'll come back to that one now. You've got your drawing pen, you've got your eraser over there, you've got your text if you want to type. When you type, you can't erase it with the eraser. You have to use this little box. You highlight it like that, and you just delete it. That's your text. You can cut things out. There's a circle for it, a laser pointer. So if I want to point at anything, I'm able to point at it, but I don't have anything open. Okay, and then here, there's like a cloud. These are all the things that you've saved on here. So I will show you. So you go over here and you say upload a file. Then it's going to go to your downloads. Just wait for it to open. The nice thing about ClassIn is that everything will be on your app. All your materials are there, and if you do the preparation classroom, everything's already added to it. Let's see, let's do this, Muddy Puddles. Here you can see it's uploading this PDF, so I'm just waiting for this PDF to upload quickly. Sometimes it takes long, and so I like to do all this before the time and not actually during the classroom, because it will be a bit difficult if it's taking a long time. Like now you can see it hasn't really started downloading yet, and there it goes now. And you don't really want to be waiting a really long time for this to work. So it's busy uploading it onto my drive, my ClassIn drive. So let's see. It's almost at the end. So what it does is it uploads it and then it converts it to something that you can use in ClassIn. So let's just have a look. It's coming up. Now it's busy converting it. I'll just wait for it to finish converting and then I'm going to open it. Okay, so conversion is successful. I can click it now. And it will open. Okay, so I got Peppa Pig, Muddy Puddles, So then you're going to make it for the size that you want to. And then when you're busy doing your lesson, you can move yourself down here. And then you would do your lesson and go through. So this one actually has a video that goes with it. So you could get it from YouTube. You go to this little suitcase box, and over here is your browser. So you could have a browser. So I would do all this before the time because YouTube will have adverts on here because you can't sign into your actual YouTube account. Then you would just copy and paste the browser link in there, and then it's going to open. I'll show you. This is just another one that I had for someone that was watching a story slowly. It's just very slow. ClassIn does take a lot of time sometimes to download things. Okay, so the thing when you're using this is that you have to share your audio like that. Otherwise, they won't be able to hear it. Okay, and because there's going to be adverts on YouTube. So if you are going to start your lesson, and if you know there's going to be adverts, like just close it so that they can't actually see it, because sometimes, let me put the sound back on for them. Then they can watch this until you're done with it, and then you could close this again, or you can just make it smaller and it's going to go in there. And if you want to use it again, you click that and it's going to show you there you've got a browser and you've got Muddy Paddles that you've opened over here. At the top you have a record function. If you wanted to record your lesson, you can do that. There's your classroom layout, that you can change your classroom layout as well if you want to. I just like it like this, but if you wanted like a 3 split screen, you could do it like that too. Or if there's 5 or 6, you can create your own layout as well. So so that's how you upload a file and open it onto ClassIn as well. Then over here, you can share your screen to your normal desktop as well, so you can desktop share. There's a great dice here in case you're doing like a game that needs a dice. You can use this interactive dice, which is really cool. I use it for the phonics. There is a stopwatch. There's a timer too. Okay, that you can set in case you're wanting to time something that you're busy doing with a student. But what I would suggest doing is downloading ClassIn, and then you can play around with all of these different things. Look, here's a ruler, there's geometry, which you're not going to use, there's a live chat, there's a test, there's a task. So you can use this, it's got a lot of different things in it. This is your question thing. The great thing is you could say, when you type in here, it won't do it for me now because I'm English. But if your student's Chinese on the other side, they could press the translate button. It won't do it now because, or it might. No, it will stay like that. So it's not going to translate it into Chinese now because I don't have a student on the other side. But it would translate whatever you want in them to translate as well. This box as well, you can move over as well. If you wanted it here anyway, you could have it there. Okay, and then this just tells you who's on stage, your student list if you've got more than one student, so which is really nice as well. So that you could, sometimes you can have more than this because you can have 3 on the top here on stage, but you can have more students here. So then you could swap between your students. So then you would, if you wanted to underline, you'd use your pen and you'd underline Mommy Pig. And you could then erase it. So it's a really great program, but again, it's something that you need to practice so that you get really confident with how to actually use it. I also like so this is a PDF that I'm using. Sometimes I might use a website, a web page as well, or I've downloaded music, so let's just have a look at those. So if I had to open Oxford Discover, the student book. Okay, and we are over here. Let me change, sorry, I've got my eraser on. Okay, so just always make sure your book is nice at how you want it to look, and then you can move your page to whatever you need it to be, and say over here was a listening game. There's a listening activity over here. On this page, I don't actually have the listening activity here downloaded, but say that there was a listening activity. Sorry, let me just find the right place. Over here. Okay, so then you could open your listening activity that you've downloaded as well if you have got something that you want them to listen to. So say there was a listening thing, but this doesn't go with this lesson. You could play it.
Page 102. Communicate. Listening. See. Listen. What's in the bathtub?
Okay, and so you can stop it and play it as you need to, which is really nice. And that's ClassIn in a nutshell. Okay, and then you can end your class by clicking this. So it's going to save it because this was, remember, the preparation room. But I don't really want this lesson, and I definitely don't want to pay for it. So I'm going to go here, and this is where you could edit your lesson if you wanted to, if you made a mistake with it, or if somebody wanted to change something about it. Or you could click on this again and just delete the whole lesson. And then the lesson is gone. And then over here you can see it shows you 24 hours before the time tomorrow. I've got Sherwin coming up. He's going to be over there. And then I haven't done his preparation yet, but all his lessons are loaded onto the system. I've loaded all his lessons until the 19th of March. And then there's all his past lessons are on the screen as well, as you can see. And you can see Daisy just popped up over there because she's tomorrow at 12:30. So then that is how that works. And that is ClassIn in a nutshell.